welcome back to the CU Rec Center, home of ACHA hockey. I'm Nick Evans.
And I'm Kieran Walker.
And we are here for the Game 2 of what was a great series so far. UCO Broncos, who we thought would be contenders nationally in this conference from the WCHL. And we had some interesting developments about the team yesterday, didn't we, Kieran?
Oh, yes, we did. We learned yesterday that over half of their players left to go into the AHL, as well as their coaching staff. They wanted to go professional as well. So what we're left with is really a skeleton crew for the Broncos, and we saw that yesterday onto the bench. It was a bit unclear, and the Buffaloes yesterday were really able to dominate and use their depth to their advantage against this Broncos team.
Oh yeah, they were. I mean, I'd expect the same thing today, where the first period, maybe first two periods, UCO looks about even. But then, because of how short of a bench they have, that might cost them when it comes, comes time to flex the depth. Colorado shined last night. So I think you're going to have a pretty even matchup. If not, maybe UCO does a little bit better than the Buffs. But by the second and third period, 7 bench players, you can only get so far.
Indeed. And we saw last night that really shined through. But one thing is for sure here, Nick, the Buffs here, they have yet to score the first goal in a game this season. We saw last week against Midland, they couldn't get anything on the board in game 1. And then in the second period, I think it was, they started to come back and finally got themselves on the board and pushed themselves to that incredible overtime win. Unfortunately, I wasn't here for that, but I heard about it the next day, and that was an incredible comeback for the Buffs. But we have yet to see them score the opening goal here this season.
Yeah, well, I would say right now, Colorado is definitely a second and third period team, but it's like our football team. How do you play the full 60 minutes of your own sport? It's not necessary when you're playing a team like UCO because they can't play as long of a game as you can. That being said, when you play a team that does have really good depth pieces like Colorado State, Oklahoma, Arizona State, even UCO for an extent, their depth is just as good, just not as long as a bench. But when you come across a really good depth team, really long bench, you can't be a 40-minute hockey team. You need to play all 60 minutes, all 3 periods, and we haven't seen that yet from the Buffs.
And we will see what happens here tonight. And it looks like, and yeah, you can see here, unfortunately the camera's not pointed down there right now, but UCO, they look solid despite not having the depth that our Buffs have.
Yeah, I mean, in terms of raw talent, I'd say UCO is definitely the better team. And you can back that up with stats. They were the best team in the WCHL. We went to the ACHA website. They were a lot better than 90% of the other teams, or the other conference's best teams. That's how good UCO is. So I have no doubt in my mind that they're the better team. It's just their depth might cost them there. And, you can argue how much Colorado deserves the win when you're dealing with a really short bench like this.
Oh, certainly. And you see, looks like we're getting some cheers down at the UCO end of the rink coming up here. And I think when you see a team as good as UCO and the record they had last year, 78 points scored last season, most of the WCHL, I think that is really one of the big motivating factors for their players to go pro. Is they have the talent and they have the depth. Not to say they don't have it now, as we've been saying in this pregame show. When you don't have the depth that we have on the Buffs and the other teams in this league, it is tough because your players really only get 30 seconds on the ice and then they switch up just to try to keep their lines fresh.
Yeah, so with that, we've got about a minute to go. Until we've got, well, you can see right there about all the pregame stuff. No, I'd say, especially now that you've already played a full game, how much how much gas is in the tank for UCO? Because they've, had a week off for game 1. Now they're going to have to play back-to-back the same way Colorado has. But Colorado, even when you can see with their roster, you can see how deep this team goes. And I think that's ultimately what's going to be the deciding factor between these two teams.
Certainly, I could not agree more there, Nick. But we will see as game 2 of this series unfolds here in about 15 minutes or so.
Yeah, so with that, we'll take a short break. And once they're at the locker room, we will start with the national anthem.
just about to start. We are about a minute and a half from listening to the starting lineups here tonight for the Broncos and the Buffaloes. We look forward to it.
Yeah, and sorry, Mike was a little too loud. I really want to see how this Broncos team does. And more importantly, I want to see who starts in net. You know, last night we had Pendleton, who was amazing. He stood on his head all night, led a couple past, but, you know, defense wasn't giving him too much because they were tired. So I think that'll be most interesting to see who starts. Artem Lantuk, I believe it's Lantuk, is masked up and he's in the front of that line. You gotta wonder if that's who they're going with to start.
It's gonna be interesting to see here. We are 45 seconds from these teams taking the ice here at the CU Rec Center. And here come the refs.
Yeah, it seems to be some kind of youth night, especially with the D2 team. I saw a bunch of signs painted on the glass that were like kids' drawings of little buffaloes. It was funny. And you could see kids lined up.
That was very cute. Yeah, you can see a bunch of young fans lined up right by the Buffs bench. So this must be youth night. We were not made aware of this before tonight.
Yeah, youth night was my favorite when I was growing up, because, you know, especially in football, like we got to warm up on the field with the varsity kids. That was fun. I used to really look forward to youth night on football.
Oh yeah, I remembered that. When I still lived around the West Point area, we would have youth night on the ice for the Black Knights. And here we go, the teams are taking the ice.
So Kieran, I will be tonight's play-by-play. I think I did all right last week. Play-by-play.
Oh, for sure. Certainly. I am brand new to this, Nick, so really appreciate you stepping up here and producing the game at the same time.
Yeah, hockey moves fast, as you'll learn.
Oh yeah.
But, you know, you got to do soccer, at least, you know, earlier.
Trying to get my feet wet.
Yeah.
And here we're about to hear the starting lineups. Let's go to our public address announcer.
right, Kieran. Exactly what we've been waiting for all day. Some ACHA D1 hockey, UCO Broncos. Excuse me. That's a force of habit from last year. And you just heard the starting lineups right there. I really like the pairing that they've gotten on this first line. I really, in particular, like the defensive pairings. You've got Kinney, and I forgot who was also there. And do you notice, do you see Drew McConaughey right there? What do you notice about his jersey?
Oh, his name is not on the back of his jersey.
No, look at the front.
Oh.
You see that?
Oh, he is the captain of this Buffs team.
Of the Colorado Buffaloes. We didn't hear anything pregame, but we officially know who the captain of the Colorado Buffalo is. Drew McConaughey, as we're about to face off and start. Game 2 of Broncos and Buffs is on. Starting off, we're in Broncos offensive zone. And a quick cross-ice pass is going to reset. And now a fight. As Summer Rice almost goes over the bench. As on the Broncos quickly try and reset, get something going here. That's Frank Mondi against the boards. Flipped up by McConaughey. He's got Dougie Wood. Dougie Wood on the first line. I really like that idea, which we'll talk about. And puck gets the Raptors. We will get a stoppage.
What an accomplishment by McConaughey there. I mean, he has been instrumental, as we've seen throughout this, not just this series, but this season, even though we're only 4 games in right now. But for him to be named captain, what an accomplishment. And there's, in my eyes, no one more deserving than he is.
I couldn't agree more. And more importantly, I want to see who the alternates are, too, that will be joining McConaughey. Marcinkiewicz shoots a shot from the point. That one won't go. As we get the first shot on net of the game. And then now a shot, just a little wide. Some good pressure early on here for the Buffs. An early tie-up here. That was Hofteaser with that early shot. And a little fight along the half wall. So he's saying Hofteaser. And a 2-on-3 opportunity is brewing. UCO dumps it in. And Duque is there. He's fighting for it against Kinney. There's Hofteaser again. And a bad giveaway there. Shot on net from UCO. And the Buffs will be forced to recover. Kinney, he's going to reset. There's Nislanik. Second line already out there as they cross center ice. Puck is jumped, and we're going to get another line change for the Buffs as the puck's behind the net. And the Buffs do a good job of keeping the zone. Almost get a shot on net there. And Blaha with UCO. Just a little bit of miscommunication as the Buffs and UCO are all matched up. There's Guerra. Blaha back at the half wall. No one at the slot. He's going to see who can get open. Buffs and Broncos fighting for it at the half wall. And can't get the pass out. And the Buffs finally clear the zone. Good job there from UCO getting some pressure on. Ferguson with the pass. DiMizio and a shot. That's too high. For number 25. I don't have listed. Shot is blocked there. That's Owen Dickinson trying to go for it. He has the puck and loses possession, and the Buffs will be forced to clear. A couple forwards are not happy about that, and the line change is incoming here for both teams. Line changes are going to be a huge part tonight for the Broncos.
Oh yeah, we'll see how long. I haven't seen them change too much yet, but with how thin their bench is, we'll see.
Here comes a break for the Broncos. Stalls there, shot on net, won't go. And the rebound, Buffs have it. Fighting for it at the half wall now. And we're going to get a stoppage. The first in a minute, or at least 2 minutes. That was a pretty long play there as the puck comes off the net.
But that's what you want to see there. You want to see some good hockey. You don't want to have too many stoppages of plays. And personally, I love it when the refs just let the players play. Obviously, you don't want to let them get too physical. Like in the first game of the season against Midland, things got way too physical. And I felt like the refs could have done a better job calling some penalties because we lost some key players on both sides. But here we're seeing the refs just let them play, and that's when you get some good hockey. And here goes the face-off.
Neutral zone draw. That's won by the Broncos. They dump it in. There's Radbroker a shot. Too many bodies. He still has the puck. Fighting for it at the half wall. And now we get at the point, and the Broncos can't keep the zone. They'll have to move back on side. And a trip up. Won't get a call there, but it looks like a Bronco was either tripped up or pushed off. I can't say the puck because he didn't have the puck. No call there. We're going to keep 5-on-5. No penalties on the Buffs. As there's Robinson here to pick it up for the Buffs. And the net will come off again. What a odd series there. I couldn't get over that. I don't know if you saw that neutral zone almost tripping there.
I was close here. Not quite sure what the stoppage of play here is, but we will see.
The net came off.
Oh.
Yeah, I know. It is hard for us to hear each other.
Yeah.
It is a very packed barn tonight.
Very packed. And the acoustics in here, they're not the greatest. I mean, we can barely hear the loudspeakers playing music right now. It's very echoey here.
It's Duquet and the captain. Offensive zone draw here for the Buffs. They've got Quentin Kinney in the back to take the recovery. And Islanik both at the point. In the zone, that one's won by the Broncos. Back there scrambling for the puck, that's Mondi. And a bad giveaway there from the Broncos. Buffs have possession, shot behind the net. That's recovered by the Buffs. Not Broncos, that's Dougie Wood. And a penalty will be coming up. That is a Bronco penalty. Looks like slashing was the call. You can't be giving that up. You cannot go uneven at all if you're the Broncos in your given state.
Oh no. I mean, you see them right now. When you're 4-on-5 with a team as thin as this is a challenge, and it's not great. So the Buffs
is Dupecki. Now Marcin Kevinchis in the offensive zone draw, trying to start something here early on the power play for the Buffs. Less than 4 minutes into this second game of the series. That's Ferguson at the point. Pass to Marcin Kevinchis. Buffs behind the net, can't get the pass out, and they just keep the zone. That's Ferguson. That's Hofteaser. Now Marcin Kevinchis with the puck. Marcin Kevinchis a shot. That won't go. And a clear. Good stop there. Excuse me. That is not penalty. That is Lantuck. So we're correct. It's the backup goal, Lantuck in net. Good 2 shots with early momentum here. And here's Hogan with a shot for the Broncos. Rebound. He still got it. Broncos keep possession. And they're going to reset there, get back on side. And the Broncos are going to signal him just to get back. They're going to waste some time here. Behind their own net, there's the Broncos. They're going to chip it the other way. And now the Buffs will be forced to recover. And the Broncos will get new, fresh skaters out there. Taking it up center ice now. There's the Buffs. No one to take it there with that shot to the point. Or pass to the point. Looks like Madison Hole was the closest player. Little scramble on the end boards, and Dougie Wood can't keep it. UCO can't stick a clear off though. Dougie Wood back to shot, pass to the point. Hole, too many bodies in front. And the Broncos keep it. And successfully clear it. I'm gonna say, pretty good penalty kill so far for this Broncos unit.
Oh, indeed. They look to get a shorthanded goal there right towards the beginning of this power play. And that would have been a tremendous undertaking for a team like this.
Pearson, his shot's too wide. Now the Broncos have momentum. 1-on-3 as they cycle the puck, and that will end the power play for the Buffs. Not a single shot on goal, and there's a huge hit. 2 huge hits from Brody Pearson on number 17. That is Ethan Rowdy. Huge hit there from Brody Pearson. Hit him again, and that's what they're going to call him for. A power play. That's exactly what you need here for this UCO team trying to get ahead early.
Yeah, if you're the Buffs, you hate to see that. You cannot be that physical. Good on the refs there to keep players from getting hurt, for sure.
And despite this, well, coming into this being like a David versus Goliath, you know, the Buffs are pretty good, but it's the Broncos. this series hasn't really been that chippy, all things considered. It's been just clean, non-physical hockey. But Brody Pearson, 2 big hits as the Broncos get the face-off. Shots a little wide, and the Broncos have to clear the zone. And we're going to get a stoppage. Looks like we get a neutral zone draw, offside the call. Yeah, pass a little too wide and a little too hot for the Broncos to get tape to tape. Gonna get another go at it. I just realized the power play clock's been going. I'm a producer in play-by-play. I've never done this before. As the Broncos have it at the point, that's a pass to Dubecki. He's going to keep it himself and glide in there. And he's got his fellow defenseman back at the point. They're going to get it back and forth. Blaha, he gets the pass out to his fellow man. A quick shot. No one knows where it is. And a glove save.
Great save there by O'Gwen.
I don't know if you saw that. There was a little bit of a movement in front, like a scramble. So miscommunication there from the Buffs. That could have been bad if that was any closer into the net.
Yes, indeed, that could have, Nick. The Broncos are just doing a tremendous job of applying that pressure here, looking to capitalize on this power play. They're showing
DiDomizio can't win it for the Buffs, and the Broncos keep control of it. That's Mondi. Gets the pass out to Rob. He's got great hair, by the way. And now Buffs and Broncos fighting for it. Both fall. And Stalzer will recover for the Broncos. About a minute to go here in this power play. As now the Broncos have possession of it. And a good hustle from the Buffs fighting for it back. We're going to get the same song and dance. Puck back at the boards. Now at the point, that's Stalzer. And at the end boards, a shot. Too many bodies. Good deflection there from the Buffs. Weak shot from the point. Looks like someone got a stick there. And it's going to be Buffs and Broncos fighting for it on the rebound. Pass to Stalzer. That one gets chipped. And a gliding pass into the net. Going to be forced a glove save from Liam O'Gwen.
Some great chances there for the Broncos, applying that pressure, but the Buffs penalty kill, they are not showing any signs that they are letting up. And both teams will get a change here, as there's 18 seconds left in this power play.
Offensive zone draw for the Broncos. Out there for the Buffs is Merson Kevin Chase. Another fight at the half wall, and that one is chipped and effectively cleared, ending this power play for the Broncos, which, as we mentioned, trying to get early, up on the board like they did last night, which gave them a huge advantage heading into the intermission. That's exactly what they need, is to get ahead early. Indeed. As we're going to get a whistle.
And that's what we saw last night. They did indeed get ahead early. I think within the first 5 minutes of the game, they were on the board. And this is, like we said earlier, the Buffs have yet to score the opening goal this season. And we'll see if they can do it here tonight.
Buffs win that, they're going to dump that in. As DiDomizio trying to get it back for the Buffs at the half wall. And Colorado keeps possession. And a lot of fighting on the end boards so far in this game, as the Broncos finally get it back comfortably in their own zone. Dumping that one, and back there for the Buffs to recover. That's Quentin Kinney, the first liner. And a good pass to the point, shot a little wide. As Blaha's back there for the Broncos, gets a good pass out to his fellow man at the end boards. So now the Buffs try and recover. DiDomizio can't keep it. And the Broncos keep the zone. That one's going to get dunked in, and the Broncos are going to get some fresh skaters as this puck sails into the offensive zone. And he's landing behind the net. He's got another Buffalo. Now at the point, that's Ferguson. Ferguson a shot. Almost went into the 5-hole. There's a body in the way, though. And now the Broncos will try and recover it. That's for Broker. Dumping it in for the Buffs. And that one goes over the glass. We're going to get a stoppage.
Great chance there for Jack Ferguson. We've seen that play formation a couple times tonight. Just not able to capitalize. The Broncos defense, they're just blocking shots left and right.
Yeah, absolutely. That positioning is that's how Midland won. Last time the Buffs were out here. So if the Broncos can win the positioning game in the defensive zone, they're not going to let any good shots on net all night.
Indeed, we'll see what happens here.
Offensive zone draw that's won by the Broncos. They're going to cycle the puck right around the inboards. No one's there to take it, though, and they're going to fight for it. Buffs trying to come out on top. They do. And now they enter the zone. Buffalo's centering pass, no one there to take it. And there's Ferguson trying to dump it in. Shot, again, too many bodies to get a good look there as the Broncos send it the other way. Fighting for in the neutral zone. Looks like the Broncos are going to keep it in their own zone. And now trying to start momentum the other way. Here comes the Broncos. They have numbers. A shot. Glove save.
Oh, a little bit of a check there on O'Gwen. That's one thing in hockey. You never mess with the goalie. And if you run the goalie, you're going to get the entire team backing him up there. And that's what we just saw.
Yeah, especially O'Gwen. When we talked to him in the locker room, you can tell that he's loved by that whole team. So he's the kind of player where if you see him taking shots, it just means something more to defend him, and you're going to see a lot more players rushing to him because he's just a very likable, a very good leader in that locker room. As the Buffs will now take it in their own zone. And now bad giveaway. The Broncos have it. A shot. Too many bodies. Good position in there. That looked like Alex Hartman out there. That was a lucky break for the Buffs that didn't go any worse. As the Broncos sit at the blue line, almost caught offside. Maybe an inch or so onside there. And now it's a one-on-one in the net. A shot, backhand, stopped by Liam O'Gwen. And the opportunities are coming in for the Broncos.
Indeed, that was very close. Just smothered by the pads of O'Gwen there. That could have been a problem.
I don't know if you know this, Kieran, but I have a lot of Twitter notifications on for like sports, and I have 80 in the past 5 minutes. I think something's happening in football, but I only care about hockey right now.
Yeah, we got to lock in for hockey here. Patrick Dawson, our executive producer, is up there. We have a couple other guys up there.
Broncos again winning the draw. Hogan did a good job getting it for the Broncos there. As UCO and Colorado fight for it behind the net. That's not Ferguson, excuse me. That's Quentin Kinney. Trying to win it back for this Buff squad. Taking it the other way now. I think that's the captain. Yes, that is. That's Drew McConaughey entering the zone, showing his captaincy here, getting a spark plug play there.
What a shot.
And the shot won't go. And a great, cross-ice pass there. Broncos now in their own zone. That could have been lethal against the Buffs if that puck was any closer to that stick.
Good chance there for a breakaway, but just could not capitalize. And that was a battle for it on the boards.
Pass out to the Buffs now. Taking it the other way, that's Dougie Wood. Dougie Wood's push off the puck as he recovers for the Buffs. Puck is chipped the other way. Not enough for icing though, and the Buffs are going to have to recover. Marcin Kevinchus in his own zone. And now that's Rosalenko getting his first touches tonight. To Marcin Kevinchus behind the net. looking for any options. He doesn't have any. And a 1-on-2 opportunity coming up for the Broncos. Now a 2-on-2, a quick shot into the chest of Liam O'Gwyn. Shots piling in right now for the Broncos. That was Jeff Rabeman, I believe, that started that power play. That started that fast break, pardon me. As Duque lines up in the offensive zone draw for the Broncos. Buffs get possession. On the half wall, big hit there along the wall. And now Marcin Kevinshu, so 3-on-2 is brewing. Good job getting the stick there, can't get a pass. And now the Buffs, the puck leaves the zone, taking it the other way for the Broncos now. Almost something there, but really good stick work from UCO to prevent that. What could have been a great look for the Buffaloes. Pass to Roselenko, that can't go, and that will be not icing. Looks like it touched the stick a little too late there. And now the Broncos will take it the other way. A pass, clean look, and that one is stopped by Liam O'Gwyn.
What a chance there for the Broncos. That was the quickest play we've seen tonight.
Yeah, Zach Guerra, beautiful pass and a really good open look right there for the Broncos. They need to get ahead early if they don't have the depth that the Buffs do.
We'll get a face-off here in the Buffs zone.
Broncos win it, and they lose possession. Not good enough stick work there. It looks like we'll get a neutral zone draw. If you're the Broncos, if you're Dublecki, just have to be a little more aware of the hand-eye coordination right there. And now we're going to get a neutral zone draw. Lining up, that's Sam Sykes for the Broncos. And he'll be facing Jake Carney, one of my favorite freshmen, or at least new players of this team to watch this year. Jake Carney, wait a minute. Number 14, excuse me. I don't have number 14. Carney is on the ice, though. That's where I know.
Oh, it's Logan Bergy with the face-off.
Thank you to our executive producer, Patrick Dawson, who he doesn't know his numbers, and the numbers out of it. As the Buffs win it now, 3-on-2 coming up. Shot too high. Buffs are there to recover the rebound. Roselenko, or Robinson at the point, loses it. And now the Buffs will have to regroup. Great early chance there, right off that draw, though, for the Buffs. And now they're going to restart with a pass to Bandoni. It's a little too wide, a little too hot for Bandoni to recover. Completely fresh skaters, 10 new skaters out there for both teams, as the dump in can't go for the Broncos. And now they're trying to start something. Can't dump the puck. And I am curious of what this call is. Looks like offside again. Just a little miscommunication there. I don't know if you saw it. Or no, we're going to get an offensive zone draw. Yeah, I wasn't exactly paying attention to the linesman there. But we're going to get an offensive zone draw coming up.
I looked down for a split second and missed that call, unfortunately.
That's Hogan. Can't win it for the Broncos. Now Kinney and Dickinson will try and start something for the Buffs. Puck crosses center ice, and they lose it. That's a 2-on-3. That's Radbroker starting something for the Broncos. And now Dickinson, he cycles the puck. And the Buffs recover quickly. Shot that's just too wide. Center and pass won't go. DiDimisio in front, and a good save there. How about Lantuck so far? Not a lot of saves he's had to make, but he's made some quality saves so far. As now the Broncos have it at the point. Quick line change here for the defenseman. Broncos don't want to get caught. A good shot. And a good delay right there. As Buffs and Broncos will get new skaters.
Just over 4.5 minutes to go here. Let's see, can one of these teams form a play and get their team on the board? Would love to see some action from the Buffs here and break that streak of not scoring the opening goal.
And a good shot at the point. Somehow found its way into Liam McGuinn's stomach. Good save right there. Even better shot. He threaded the needle on that one. Yeah, no shortage of action here in the first period, but nothing's found the back of the net. And I think you and I both want to see something different there. As the Broncos win it, they've got it at the point. And the puck is dumped once again. We're going to get another half-wall fight as Taylor tries to keep it for the Broncos. Miscommunication there. It's a 2-on-5 for the Broncos. They thought the puck was going the other way. Taking it for the Broncos right now. That's Duque. Tries to get a wraparound. That one won't go. And another good opportunity for the Broncos. Stopped by Liam McGuinn. Bad giveaway now. It's a 3-on-3. No, it's not. Dougie Wood will take it the other way. Backhand. Shot. Rebound. Broncos have it. And denies the rebound shot. Empty net. Nothing but daylight. As McConaughey will try and take it again. Shot. That was just a little wide. Broncos not putting enough pressure on this defensive possession. And Blaha will try and chip it out. And Hull will try and regroup for this Buffs unit. Great pressure right there on that little sequence. Broncos fighting for it. They're going to dump it in. No, they're not. He's going to take it himself. Shot won't go. And a save. Liam McGuinn's kind of he's earning, well, I want to say he's earning his pay. But he's been doing a very good job so far tonight. I've counted 11 good shots on goal from the Broncos, and he stopped every one of them.
Oh, indeed. That is Liam McGuinn. He has not stopped or not stepped down once this entire season. He has risen to the occasion every single game, and this game is no exception.
Buffs will win it now, behind their own net. As Hofteaser and the Bronco will fight for the puck. Hofteaser comes out on top. And someone, nope, they picked their stick back up. Centering pass, nowhere to claim it. 2 minutes and 55 seconds to go here as Marcin Kevin-Cheese takes it the other way for the Buffs. Across the center ice, looks like they're going to call icing. Miscommunication there. I will say that's frustrating, when you and your line mate, you're entering the zone, but then he goes sideways a little bit, which ruins your timing, and then you're caught offside. It's just a mess.
That is devastating, and there's something you got to work on in practice. You need to communicate, and even on the bench right now, you got to make sure your teammates know what you're doing. The Buffs will win the face-off.
And Hartman will get the pass out. And there's Bandoni right in front of us. Takes a hit.
Ooh, massive hit there.
On the boards. That's Radbroker down there. Should be a little pass right there to the goalie. And here comes a breakaway here. 2-on-2 opportunity brewing. Caught offside. But I don't know if you saw that. Really good job right there trying to stop that breakaway. All 5 Buff skaters got in the zone, I think, before any Bronco did. So
that was tremendous. Great communication on the Buffs end.
Yeah, a few bad giveaways, but I think the Buffs have done really good defending when they have that happen and denying the easy looks for the Broncos.
Sure.
There's DiMizio. He wins it for the Buffs. And a good pass to Dickinson. He gets a shot off. That's a little wide. Good stick work there from UCO. And now just a little too wide. That one gets to Hartman, who will try to take the other way for the Buffs. There's Dickinson again, behind the net. He's being jockeyed the whole way, but he keeps the puck as DiMizio loses it. And that one is just flicked and not iced. Looks like it touched a Buff on this way. As Liam McGuinn and it looks like a skater are having a little conversation there. They're hitting each other with their sticks. And the Broncos get the reset. Some air hockey passing going on right now, as the Broncos are going to recover in their own half wall. There's DiMizio fighting for it. And now starting something the other way, that's Dubecki. A 3-on-3 for the Broncos. Can't get a look out. He's going to try in the wraparound. Can't go. Won't go, excuse me. Another good look for the Broncos off that wraparound. Here come the Buffs. Quentin Kinney. He's got the pass to Dougie Wood, and they'll cycle that puck again. 56 seconds to go in this opening period. As now it'll be the Broncos. That's Blaha taking it. And an errant pass again. Both teams need to tighten up on that respect, as Quinny will get back there for the Buffs and recover. Quinny wants something though. He's going to get a breakout pass. Wheeling in this McConaughey, the captain. 32 seconds to go. Dougie Wood at the slot, and someone's skate gets in the way. And now a one-on-one as Sykes slows it down for the Broncos. Good tape-to-tape pass there, shot. And a stop. Another one from Leo McGuinn. 13 quality saves so far in this opening period.
That was tremendous. That could have been scary for the Buffs when the Broncos came into your zone there. But we've seen Liam McGuinn. He stopped a very similar play earlier in this game, and what a chance there for the Buffs.
Yeah, I like that. I like how Hofteaser went for the puck. He didn't try and deny the easy look as DiDomizio gets put down on the ice. And 9 seconds to go. 7 seconds. Buffs will take it in center ice. As Rozhenko tries to get something going, gets past him, and that will do it for the opening period. What an exciting opening period for a score being 0-0.
Oh, indeed. That was one heck of a game to watch. It's unfortunate that neither team could get a shot into the back of the net. But hey, great effort on both ends. And they're going to go into their respective locker rooms, try to figure out a plan to get on the board.
Yeah, I mean, I think there's a lot to be happy about for both of these teams. The score being 0-0, that's the best. You know, you're still tied. And it's hard to tell, you know, which team should be winning. I think the Broncos, just because of how quality the looks have been. But Liam McGuinn and those defensemen on the Buffs have just been very responsive in denying those opportunities for the Broncos.
Yeah, that's true. We'll see here as the last three Broncos head to their locker room. Well, we will see what happens here. 40 minutes left to play in this game. And who will come out victorious, we will find out shortly.
Take about a 15-minute break here, and we will be back. You're watching ACHA Men's D1 Hockey, Game 2 against the Broncos for the Buffs on SCOA Sports. welcome back to the CU Rec Center, not the Event Center, where we have a pretty good game going on, despite the score being 0-0, I would say.
Oh, this has been a tremendous game on both sides of the ice. Well, let's see here, coming into this second period, I think both of these teams, they need to capitalize here and make some plays and get that puck into the back of the net, because that is how you are going to dominate going forward here.
Yeah.
So
I'm sorry.
So hopefully that's what the talk was in the locker rooms. Got to be talking W's.
Yeah, and if you're UCO, you want to score as quick as you can. I mean, you know, we talk about their depth all night, you know, because that was a really big factor last night, and that's probably what costed them the most. So they need to get out there quick. They need to get shots in that net, because if they're not leading heading into second intermission, that might be lethal, and the Buffs might just be all over that, especially if they can pick up the pace later in this game.
Oh, certainly. And we'll see here as the Buffs and the Broncos are about to take the ice for the second period. And they are back.
And yeah, the really big story for tonight, O'Gwyn versus Lantuck. A starter versus a backup, but both of them playing amazing right now. I count about 6 pretty good stops for Lantuck, including a couple breakaways, and then 13 really good saves for O'Gwyn. That speaks both to both offenses and also both goalies.
Oh, tremendous. And we've seen the Broncos offense. They are just getting in the zone. They are showing the Buffs that they are not a force, or they are a force to be reckoned with here. They are not going down without a fight.
And with that, we're going to get an early look at these lines here. We'll say the same thing. They're going to have Kenny out there with Wood. And they won't turn around. I haven't identified any alternates. And if you look on the bench, you don't see any alternates either. So I wonder if that's like here's who's your captain is, who's going to earn the next 2 spots in the captaincy position.
That's going to be the big story here next week. The Buffs will be on the road next week. But that is going to be a story that we will follow here at ScoBuff Sports.
Middle period starts right here. And we're going to get a win with East Atlantic. Head into the captain, Drew McConaughey. That sounds really nice to say. Really nice seeing him get that captaincy spot. As here comes a giveaway to the Broncos. And Walter can't get a shot off. Staltzer. I knew I got that wrong. As McConaughey will take it the other way, drawing something up for the Buffs. Dumping it in now. The Buffs are going to try and regroup. And they can't hold on to that. That's Brody Pearson losing possession, as the Buffs defense will stay back. There's Frank Mondi back there, trying to regroup for this Buffs unit. And now a giveaway to the Buffs, a 2-on-1 shot in the point, or the slot, excuse me. That one's just a little wide. Unexpected shot there as Madison Hull gets another shot. Great look there for the Buffs as they just had to clear the zone. I couldn't, it seemed everything was normal, and then suddenly a bad giveaway for the Broncos. That could have been lethal.
Some great opportunities there for the Buffs.
Shot from the high slot, and that one stopped. Another good save from Lantuck.
Looks like the Buffs will make a change here, as will the Broncos. And we will get a face-off in the Broncos zone.
Just realized the score bug wasn't there. Sorry about that. Didn't miss much though, except 2 shots on net. As Hull will try and defend back there. Broncos, a good deke. And the slide can't go. Just a little wide of the net. O'Gwyn doesn't have to do much there. Up center and pass, a shot. And a little high. And back at the end boards now, trying to recover it. That's Jack Ferguson. And now, yet again, the Buffs will have to regroup behind the net. Really good pressure right there from the Broncos. Bank pass, no one's there to get it. And the Broncos can't keep possession of that. Too many Buffs right there. And now there's DiMizio and Dickinson trying to get the cross-ice pass. And not enough possession. There's Jarrah. Behind the net, so 2-on-2 as backup come for both teams. Fight on the half wall. The Buffs got it. They have numbers. Bandoni gets the errant pass off the bank. And that one is just funneled behind the net. Trying to get it back there. There's Bandoni. And now the other way. As Jarrah and Sykes are trying to start something. Slapper way too high as it carries him off the stick and falls right to where the Zamboni lies. Plenty of looks here for both teams. Yet again, no one's able to find the back of the net. Face-off coming up. Offensive zone draw for the Broncos. That's Hogan. Won a lot of his draws. Can't win that one as Hartman's back there for the Buffs. Behind the net, there's Rain. Getting his first game in a while. His name's been unfamiliar. We're not used to seeing number 15 out there. Here's a bad giveaway. 1-on-0, a shot, and a save by O'Gwyn.
Great chance there for the Broncos. And I'd imagine it's a little uneasy on the bench. Your game is still scoreless. 17 minutes left to play in the second period. And you cannot let the Buffs get that opening goal if you're the Broncos.
And who else? Hogan there, trying to win it for the Broncos. Yet again, the Buffs stop him though. As the Buffs try and get a pass out to Pearson. And another giveaway. It looks like a really good pass. A shot in front. Just a little wide. Can't get a clean look. A really good center and pass there. The Buffs trying to deny some passing opportunities. Haven't been successful. There's an Islamic. And the gift to the Broncos. They're outnumbered though. Doesn't matter as Mundy is tripped up. No call. Looks like he was just bumped off the puck. And yet again, the Buffs rather, trying to get it out of their own zone. As icing his way, here come the Buffs. We're going to get a stoppage though. And subsequently a penalty enforced against the Buffaloes. That is number 17, of course, Quentin Kinney. Good defenseman. He's going to be a really big loss for this penalty kill unit. I didn't quite see the call. I was looking more at Kinney. We haven't really seen Kinney in the box, at least this year. And we're going to get a UCO power play. That was one of the Broncos. They get Blaha's at the point. Shot right in the stomach of O'Gwyn. Been making some quality saves. Blaha with a really clean look there. Surprised that there was no defenseman trying to deny that passing lane, but it comes off quick, you know, off those offensive zone draws. Hogan going to try and win it. A little bit of a tie up there. Broncos keep it at the point. Passing the puck around. They've got it in the slot, center and pass. No one's there to get it. Good stick work there from the Buffs. And they're not going to clear it. Bandoni's going to wheel in. Pass to nobody. Almost got the deke. And now the 1-on-3. Still got it though. There's Hogan. Center and pass. And he fans on the shot. That one's just a little wide. Just inches off from being a clean shot on the net. Center and pass yet again. Just a little off. And Bandoni will clear. As we're about a minute 40 gone in the second power play for the Broncos. Kinney's in the box, and we got a power play coming. The power play in progress. Pass to the point. That's Blaha. Blaha shot. A lot of bodies that couldn't find the net though. As it rains around the board. Broncos once again at the point. There's Blaha. Quick pass, and that's wide. 3 different Broncos calling for the pass there. And they're just going to get it deep in their offensive zone. Half wall. Broncos have an opportunity. Blaha, and the one-timer off the blocker. Another good save, from Liam O'Gwyn. About 30 seconds to go in this power play. And UCO, once again at the point. There's DeBecky. And a good use of the body there. And a quick save.
Excellent.
Off a really good snapshot right there. Really quick look, but Liam O'Gwyn hasn't been fooled. He's been very responsive to those quick snapshots so far.
Oh, indeed. That one-timer, that was tough. Right off of his pads. You're seeing here. 15 seconds left on this man advantage for the Broncos.
That's Sykes and Captain McConaughey. But the Broncos almost get a look a few inches off, as they're going to have to regroup. Good clearing opportunity here. That will just about do it for this Bronco power play. They will have possession, though, in the offensive zone. There's Jarrah. And one final clear. Too close, and that will be icing. As McConaughey's got on the half wall. Starting pass to Pearson. Just a little off.
What a chance there for Dougie Wood as he came out of the box.
And that'll be a trip in. Any day of the week.
Huge trip. Looks like it's going against.
I didn't quite catch it either. I just saw the effect of it. That's an easy landing that's going to get called off. Subsequently, the guy that caught that puck and stopped the play there.
So the Broncos will get another opportunity to capitalize here on this power play.
Yeah, if they can't win in the depth department, they absolutely will in the special teams. So, going to see what this caliber team can do. As right there, that is Duque trying to win it for the Broncos. Buffs win it, though. There's Hartman fighting for it. He levels a Bronco, and then it gets leveled himself. As Mondi's got it comfortably with the Broncos. Goes behind the net, trying the wraparound, center and pass. Broncos, one-timer. Little wide. Almost a bad break for the Buffs, as they're going to keep possession at the point. Pass to Radbroker. Back to the half wall now. And Duque, last second pass right there. And the Broncos keeping possession again. Really good job keeping the puck on this power play. About a minute 45 gone in this third power play for the Broncos now. They're going to get to the point. A shot. Rebound. Won't go. 2 quality saves. Center and pass. No one there. And the Broncos have to clear the zone. Great defensive effort right there, and a great save by O'Gwyn off the rebound, as Blaha's got it for the Broncos. Slowing things down now. The Broncos have it at the half wall. Blaha, wraparound. No one there to take that rebound. And now from the high slot, shot, rebound. No one's there to get it, too many sticks. That's the 20th shot of the night by my count from the Broncos. Miscommunication there, but the Broncos keep it in their own zone. Their offensive zone, rather. DeBecky at the point. Gonna slow things down there at the half wall. Gonna draw something up. Behind the net, trying the wraparound. He can't. That's Alex Hartman defending. And a successful clear. That will do it effectively for this power play, as we're going to get some fresh skaters for both teams. A great look there for the Buffs, stopping that as the puck caroms off the end boards. And now the clear. A third straight penalty kill, and we are still scoreless through about the halfway point. Saucer on net, and O'Gwyn stops it, as there's Marcy Kevin chooses to take it the other way. Marcy Kevin steals the possession of it. DiDimisio in front. I'm sorry. That's Hoff teaser. Ferguson almost caught offside. Slaps off the point. He's got it.
Bucks lead 1-0. What a goal!
You said it. Colorado with the slapper at the point. What a beauty.
And with that, the Buffs will get their first opening goal of the season.
Cannot stress enough. What a shot from the point. I think that may have been offside. I think that was behind the blue line. I can't stress how rare and how skillful that takes. But watch out, the Broncos are the Broncos are angry. I had to think about that one for a second. Trying to speed things up now. There's the Broncos. Pass back out to the point. A shot in front, rebound, and O'Gwen falls on it. Can't keep it though. The Broncos still have possession. Another shot from the high slot. Stopped by O'Gwen.
A little bit of a check there.
And caught offside. Bad miscommunication there. That was well offside. And I'll have to go back. I didn't quite see what defenseman that was. I just was thinking about how improbable it is to see a shot from the point, as we're actually going to get a penalty enforced against the Broncos. So putting some salt in the wound right now. We're going to get a power play opportunity coming off of the one of the best shots I've ever seen. As there's Merson Kevich just to take it for the Buffs. Can't win the face-off. About 2 minutes and 30 to go here in this middle period. Buffs finally put it behind the net after some good battling between both. Centering pass, this Hoff-teaser well over the net, and we're going to get a stoppage neutral zone. So, I mean, you take enough shots at the point like that, well behind the blue line, one of them's going to go in.
Oh, for sure, Nick. I mean,
Marcin Kevin-Juice again. Going to try and win it this time for the Buffs. Little tie up in front, and Bandoni almost gets a shot on net.
Tremendous chance for the Buffs there.
Good job getting knocked off the puck there. UCO did a good job with the physicality in front. And a clear for the Broncos. And there's Ferguson and O'Gwen back there. Ferguson's back behind the net. Here come the Buffs. That's Marcin Kevin-Juice. He's got Rosenlenko. He's going to get back to the point, though. That's Hoff-teaser. Back to Ferguson. And now Marcin Kevin-Juice playing pretty far deep in his own zone for a forward, unless he's playing like a defenseman role. And the Buffs are just going to be gliding a little bit. That's Rosenlenko with the puck. Rosenlenko's got the puck centering pass. Too many bodies. Can't get the centering pass, and now the Broncos will clear. About 50 seconds to go in this power play. $40 seconds to go. There's the Buffs. Cross-ice pass won't go. Buffs almost get caught on a bad giveaway. But there's Pearson on the half wall trying to pick up that ducked pass. Dougie Wood can't get it, and that will be a self-clear from the Buffs. Errant pass right there off the bank. Not much you can do about that. 19 seconds to go in this middle power play. That's Dougie Wood. Wood behind the net. Going to slow things down right at the half wall. That's Niezlanik. And a shot. Too slow. Rebound. Good save. Consecutive saves right there. That's Lantuck. And that will be it for the power play. 8 minutes and 30 seconds to go in this one. In this middle period, excuse me. As the Buffs can't get the possession back. Broncos score. Stumbling over my words, that partner. That was a really clean stick work there, and then not a good giveaway right there for the Buffs.
That was a very clean play by the Broncos, and this is exactly what they want. They don't want to go down early in this game.
So it's Blaha with the equalizer. A little bit of a bad stick work there. That happens, especially on a breaker opportunity like that, just trying to defend it. Regardless, it is back to even odds right here, and both teams have something to be proud of right now. About 8 minutes and 20 to go in this middle period. and it might get emotional quick. Both of these teams have a lot riding on them. As the Buffs will enter the zone. Trying to get a retaliatory goal here. As Carney dumps it in. Buffs can't get offside though. And the Broncos will happily take it at center ice. Another miscommunication with the stick there. That was almost bad. And it looks like Jake Carney took a hit. Going to be high stick and enforced against the Broncos. You can see he was grabbing his upper arm right there. And we are going to get a power play for the Buffaloes.
There's a chance here to take the lead once again.
So after giving up the breakaway opportunity there, things all tied up. Now it'll be the Buffs on the power play, trying to get back ahead with this Buffs unit, this Broncos unit. It's Marcin Kamenchus. You got Hofteaser out there. Looks like he'll be joined by Rosalenko on the left wing. And then Ferguson, and finally Hofteaser. I should have known anyone at this point. Gonna get a redo of that face-off. As Marcin Kamenchus starts starting for the Buffs early. Buffs win it. They've got it at the point, and they surrender the zone already. Good stick work there by the Broncos. As Rosalenko tries to get it, he's almost hit into the bench. As a 1-on-3 will be brewing. That Bronco almost gets it done. That was Jack Jarrah, already has a goal already, and the arm is raised. We are going to get a 5-on-3 for the Buffs. I don't have a 5-on-3 graphic prepared. Oh no.
We haven't seen. I don't think we've seen any 5-on-3s this season, eh, Nick?
Me neither. I wasn't expecting it. I can find it quickly in our in our graphics. So we're gonna get about 1:33. If I can write that down. 1:33. There we go. A 5-on-3 action. This will be huge for the Buffs if they want to get up. That's Marcin Kamenchus back at the point. As he gets it right off of the face-off. Slowing things down, trying to look for the right pass there. There's the Buffs. He's got Madison Hull. A shot way too high. Caroms off a stick and into the netting.
Yeah, this Broncos penalty kill, some of the best we've seen this season here at the Rec Center. And they are giving the Buffs a run for their money here. Well, with 5-on-3, we will see if the Buffs can capitalize and take this lead once again.
That's Marcin Kamenchus. He's got the puck once again. Back to Hull. Now Marcin Kamenchus, a slapper. Good shot on net. Buffs creeping back into the shots on goal category. That's Dougie Wood to Marcin Kamenchus. High slot, he's got a pass. That's Rosalenko. And good use of the body right there. He'll be feeling that one. That was a hard hit from Marcin Kamenchus that he blocked. That's Rosalenko at the high slot. Hull, a shot. Almost gets past the goalie. Just got enough of it, and that'll be sent the other way. I never started the timer. Oops. About 6:30 to go here in the middle period. And 34 seconds to go in 5-on-3 action before we're back at a power play. I'd say, what would you say, about 47 seconds? 37 seconds of the 5-on-4? I'm not a math major. Buffs win the draw, but that one was sent the other way. And now Marcin Kamenchus gets the cross-ice pass. That's the captain, McConaughey. That man needs a nameplate. Our captain should not be without a nameplate.
Couldn't agree more there.
That's Madison Hull. Tries to get the pass out. Too many sticks in the way. 10 seconds to go of 5-on-3 action before we were actually back at the proper power play. Marcin Kamenchus going to try a shot just wide. And that ends the 5-on-3. 26 seconds now to go for the power play. And just under 6 minutes to go in this middle period. Buffs got it. And now they surrender it. That's Hull and Marcin Kamenchus trying to regroup. in what should be the dying seconds of this power play. Hold on now, there's McConaughey and a glove save. Just enough time left to extend this power play. 3 seconds to go. So I don't know if you can see, from here, but UCO has been pretty dominant in the shots on goal category. As Nick kicks the power supply to our switcher. But we're back. Didn't miss a lot. Got a good shot on net right there. I didn't see who got it as the power play ended for the Buffs. And now look in front. There's the good save right there from Lantuck yet again as the Buffs are creeping up in that shots on goal category. Now for the Buffs. Got some fresh pair of skaters out there. Don't see who that number 25 is, but there's Kinney. Quinn Kinney rolls it around. Puck settles behind the net now at the half wall. There's DiDomizio's shot right at the slot. Good save.
Tremendous chance. Looks like Lantuck lost his helmet there. Making that incredible stop.
So as I was talking about, before I kicked the power supply and ended the stream for a second. UCO's been dominant in the shots on goal right now. By my count, 23-15. I think it was 23-11 at some point. So the Buffs have been creeping up, and it looks like some kind of CU either stick or body hit Lantuck, and you saw a little bit of chippiness. You don't want to see your goalie get hit, so there was a little bit of a response to that. But Lantuck, he's pretty strong. He's been resilient all night. Got 15 quality saves. And now UCO is angry, and the Buffs are angry. Quentin Kinney, a shot. That's off someone's stick. And we'll get another ozone draw with about under 5 minutes to go. You see taking that ozone draw right there. That's Spurgey. Wins it for the Buffs, but the Buffs then lose the zone. They're going to get a 2-on-1 opportunity, but the Broncos can't keep control. And you see that's Jura. And a Buff and a Bronco Clyde. That looked like Blaha on the Broncos side as the Buffs will now enter. And a big hit.
What a hit there for the Broncos.
Beauty and a quick shot.
Blaha.
Good save right there. Blaha levels a Buff. Quinn Kinney loses his footing trying to make a line change. I can't see it from this angle because there's a lot of fans in tonight's game, but what a hit. I could feel it. I could feel the energy of the crowd. I know that was a big hit. As the Buffs still keep possession in the offensive zone. Settling the puck now in the slot. A backhand stopped by Lantuck. Good look right there at the Buffs. As that one rolls around and the Buffs will have... We're going to get some kind of call. I'm not used to the hand signals, but we're going to get a penalty against number 15 for the Buffs. That is Michael Rain.
Looks like it's going to be an interference call. Could be mistaken there. Not 100%.
I gotta stop kicking the power supply. I did it again, so I'm sorry about that. But you didn't miss much. The Broncos won the offensive zone draw right there. And yeah, I'm not too sure what that call was as the Bronco falls down right there. Regardless, we're gonna get a power play. About a minute 30 of it. Slap shot. That one can't go. A rebound. Beauty of a shot right there on net by the Broncos. Stopped by O'Gwen. As the Broncos will recover back to the point. A shot. Good pass right there. Even better shot. And even more importantly, good save. As the Broncos pass 25 shots on goal. 25, but they can't get past 29. Who's been great all night. Ozone draw, big ozone draw here for the Broncos as they win it. They get the puck to the point, and really good work, use of the stick rather, from Moselenko. That'll force a regroup here for the Broncos. About a minute 16 to go here in this power play. Number 4 on the night. Seeing a lot of penalties from both teams tonight.
Oh, for sure. And last night we didn't see nearly as many, but this game is certainly a lot more physical than last night. I mean, certainly doesn't look like it, but when you play 2 games in a row, the boys get tired, and they often resort to physicality rather than finesse.
Well, there's the Broncos at center ice. That's Jera. I believe he has a point from tonight. Had that assist on Blaha's goal on the equalizer. 30 seconds to go here in this power play. About 2 minutes to go in the period. As Hogan gets the pass on the end boards, now to the point. That's Dubecki. He gets the pass off. And a shot almost gets the deflection towards the net. That one will go behind it, though. And now here come the Buffs. That's Brody Pearson. Wheeling it north and south. He's got Moselenko. Gets the pass, but it's a little too wide. 7 seconds to go in this power play. Effectively killed him. And a short-handed shot right there. Good stick work from the Buffs. A minute 30 to go in this middle period. And that's Madison Hole trying to take it away for the Buffs in the final minute here. Slowing things down. The Buffs are going to regroup. Miscommunication. Brody Pearson went off for a line change, and they surrender the puck to the UCO. 1 minute officially to go here in the middle period. Quick shot, a deflection right there from Madison Hole, almost goes on net. That could have been disastrous. 45 seconds to go. Buffs are fighting for it. And they win it. That's Marcin Kemichus at the red line. Hoff teaser. He's got Dickinson. He takes a shot, though, and a good save. As the Buffs are slowly but surely creeping up in shots on goal. 18 to 25. So it'll be 33 seconds to go. We're going to see if either the Buffs or the Broncos can start something here. Both with pretty good momentum. Okay, that wasn't my fault. That was someone else. Regardless, we're going to have another stoppage. About 25 seconds to go here. I need a new power cable. Ozone draw, 25 seconds to go here. Puck went over the net. That's what caused the stoppage. Broncos rolled around the end boards. And now it's a 2-on-1 opportunity for the Broncos. Reinforcements coming in, though. A center and pass. No one there to claim it. Good stop from the Buffs, though. Now it's a 1-on-1. Nothing but daylight. That was Dougie Wood. And now he's got the captain. That's McConaughey in the last seconds of this period. And that will do it for the second period. Really good, well, opportunity right there for the Buffs rather at the end.
Oh, tremendous! And you saw that 2-on-1 for the Broncos. What a chance! What a chance there! Just couldn't connect. O'Glenn was out on one side of the net. He was wide open on his right side. Great chance there for the Broncos. Just couldn't connect. And the Buffs there at the end, as McConaughey tried to give them a lead with less than 5 seconds remaining. But we will go into this second intermission tied at 1-1.
I thought that was a toss right there from you. But yeah, no, I mean, both of these teams have a lot riding on this final period. They both, had a lot to be happy about, especially the Buffs having those last-minute looks. But for the Broncos, that equalizing goal, their dominance with defensive possession time, I'm liking both of these teams here. And more importantly, I want to see who scores this next goal, because this has been just nothing but entertainment.
Oh, certainly. And we'll see what these teams can pull off here in the third period. This is game 2 of this series, so it's no doubt that the boys are probably tired going into the locker room. And in about 15 minutes, they will take the ice once again, and we'll see if the Buffs can pull off a lead here and go home victorious.
Well, they're tired and we're cold, so I'm going to go warm up and we're going to head to intermission. We'll see you in about 16 or so minutes. Stay tuned for the third period here on Go Buff Sports. Alrighty, and welcome back, as someone has just dropped their AirPod in front of me, to the CU Rec Center, as we have a great period ahead of us, 1-1 the score. I cannot wait to see who can get that go-ahead goal, because I'm sure the next goal scores here. I mean, a lot of production tonight, but no one's been able to get the puck in the net, besides two lucky shooters, including a shot from the point. I really need to go back and see that. And then the equalizing goal from the Broncos, that came from Andre Blaha, the workhorse, pun intended, all night. He's been amazing for this Buffs unit.
Oh, absolutely dominant performance by both teams. But I have to say, the Broncos, they are out shooting the Buffs significantly. I don't have the official stat pulled up in front of me. I know Nick has it somewhere, but we're seeing tremendous performance, and shots are 18-25 in favor of the Broncos right now. So the Buffs not too far behind, but coming up in this third period, I would love to see some more shot action from the Buffs to get that lead and get this W.
It is official. The Colorado Buffaloes have beat the Rams. Our football team got it done. I was trying not to watch the football game because it makes me nervous in intermissions, but I'm happy. It's a good night for hockey, and I guess it was a good night for football. I'm going to need to go back and watch that game.
Oh, yeah. Finished with a score of 28-9. Absolutely dominating the Rams. And they still have a little bit of a flair from the unfortunate loss to Nebraska last week.
Yeah, and I guess moving on a little suddenly, I am very interested to see how the depth works tonight. We've been saying it all night, but this is where it really matters, because it was about even at this part of the night too. But it was in the third period that the dam broke, and you saw all the goals. UCO still generated good looks. They got a couple goals past Liam O'Gwyn, but this is really where it's going to matter. In the third period, where most of those skaters are gassed, they got a good 15-20 minutes to rest, but this is where it's going to matter most. And for a Colorado team that can't get anything past since that second period goal, I want to see, I think I'm going to call it, the next goal is the goal that wins this.
Oh, for sure. And like we've said, we haven't really seen it too much this game, but we can tell that after this two-game series, the boys they're getting tired. I mean, this is the final 20 minutes that they're going to play this weekend, and they will not be home here at the Rec for almost a month, I think, right, Nick?
Yeah, I mean, October 4th, I want to say. Something like that. We'll have women's and D2 teams games here, but yeah, that'll be it for us for quite a bit. But we got baseball and stuff like that. We've got soccer to keep us busy.
Oh, for sure. And both teams are taking the ice right now. And the Buffs, they do not look tired, let me tell you.
I just want to say, Aiden Glockner is still texting me, and it's 9 here, so it's about 3-4 in the morning in Germany where he's studying abroad. Aiden, go to bed if you're watching this. I mean, we miss you being the producer for these streams, but is the Rocky Mountain Showdown that important? You gotta stay up until 4.
Anything for the Rocky Mountain Showdown. That is dedication right there.
Well, we're about seconds away here now. You see the same units been producing all night for both teams out there, those starting lines. Dougie Wood and Brad Broker, they're both on their right wing, or right and left lane rather, facing each other. Two workhorses for tonight. And as I said, I think because we want to see who the alternates are, we might get a crown tonight and find out next week. So Broncos will win the face-off though, and we are underway, as I forgot to start the timer and do the score bug. There we go. There it is. And now there's the Broncos trying to get something there. There's the captain, Drew McConaughey, in his first game as captain. Quick shot on net. The Buffs are creeping up, trying to tie and go ahead for shots on goal. There's the Broncos losing possession, as Brody Pearson will take it now. Dumps it to McConaughey. And another end board fight. Can't see who's coming on top of it. There's a lot of people standing here in the crowd tonight. So Broncos will chip it in though. And Brody Pearson again collecting. Been a really good job so far in his positioning, trying to recover that puck. As the Broncos will get it back though. Back at the half wall. Playing around with it, gonna get a shot. That's too high. Rebound and another fight at the half wall. You can see that tenacity and physicality from those forwards right there for this Buffs unit. As it rains around and goes the other way. And that'll be Jack Taylor that'll have to restart this drive, if you will, for the Broncos. They're going to surrender possession, though. Trying to save their energy, trying to wait for the right play, as Jack Ferguson will take it. And he'll dump that off, rather. Trying to get the cross-ice pass going. Quick shot. Goalie didn't even see it coming. That rubber came at him quick. He had his body in the way, though, so he caught enough of that. And the quick stoppage, 2 straight minutes of playing time so far. You know, UCO doesn't really benefit from that. And we just covered soccer in the hot sun where we were talking. When something like that happens and you don't want to fatigue quickly, you rely on your passing. And that's what I've been seeing from UCO so far, where they're not trying to stretch the legs. They're just trying to get tape-to-tape passes as Juria enters zone.
That's a very smart play, especially when you're this thin.
Entering the zone, that's the Buffaloes. Once again, Patrick can't count and has the numbers backwards. 26 comes before, or it comes after, rather, 25. As a light shot, routine save comes right there for Liam O'Gwyn. 26 saves for him on the night, and a lot more that have just gone over the net. The Broncos have gotten a lot of quality looks tonight. And Liam O'Gwyn stands tall, letting all but one in. So I guess he would have 25 saves, wouldn't he, partner? Maybe I can't count. Winning it for the Buffs now. That's Jack Ferguson. Very mobile defenseman. He's a very good two-way. As there's Dickinson fighting for it. Can't keep it for the Buffs. Can't leave the zone now. Buffs keep possession. Quick shot. And a big hit right there is laid into the bench. That was Madison Hull that took a hit. Maybe it might feel some back pain. But he got a good poke check there. Now started the other way for the Buffs. 2-on-2. That's Dickinson with it. Center and pass. He's got Hull. Hull a shot. That won't go. As now the Buffs will get 20. And we're going to get a penalty enforced against the Broncos. I believe they're about even. Even right now. For penalties. So getting called to the box right now, that's Dubecki. He's been a huge piece on this UCO unit. As I try and find the power play. There it is. And lining up right now, there's Marcin Cavendish, who's been great today in the face-off. That's who I want to start in the offensive zone if I'm the Buffs. Once again, people are standing. I cannot see. Ooh, I think they heard me. Oops. There's Marcin Cavendish laying a little bit of a communication issue with UCO. We're ready to play. Marcin Cavendish wins it for the Buffs. That's Ferguson at the point. He passes and it goes off of a skate. It's a 1-on-1, now a 2-on-1. Takes the pass, and what a, not a save, a block from Jack Ferguson, the dive-in block. He hits the L1R1. And now gives it back to Ferguson. Now a quick shot, that's too high. Finds behind the net, it gets caught in the net. And we're gonna have another stoppage. Quality look right there.
I take back what I said earlier about the boys being tired. That was one of the quickest plays I'd seen in my 3 games that I've covered for Scope Off Sports.
Yeah, we talk about tiki-taka with the, trying to wait for the right time to get a breakaway. That doesn't just work in soccer, it works in hockey too. They hustle when needed, and then they sit back and relax, save their energy when needed. As you got a poke check right there, that's Bandoni keeping it with the Buffs, trying to start something in the offensive zone. And now Bozalenko, too many bodies. He got a clean shot though, as that one is blocked by UCO. Ferguson recovers it. He's going to get a pass out. Going for the wraparound. That's Bandoni. Bandoni, a shot. Or no, that's Ferguson. Excuse me. Ferguson's playing very far forward. And a shot. How about it?
What a beauty.
Goal, power play.
And that is what the Buffs needed.
Those plays come at you fast, and now the Broncos allow a power play goal. They will go down. How about it for the Buffs?
Like you were saying before, Nick, that could be the game-winning goal.
So that looked like Hofteaser that got that one. Either that or he got that pass. They move so quick as Sykes tries to recycle that puck there, trying to get to his teammate. But what a shot. And what a pass. Great one-timer in front, right in the slot. If you're the Broncos and you're trying to play turtle defense, you have to be more bullyish. As the power play is still being enforced, so I wonder what penalty was called. Regardless, though, got about 15-16 to go in this last period. That's actually a fault on the scoreboard part. We are correct. No one's in the penalty box anymore. And here's a shot from Dougie Wood. But UCO got a stick in the way. And a power play goal, just what they needed. We needed to see a step up in special teams. And Hofteaser answers the call for the Buffs. As DeBecke is out of the box, they were really missing him. As that's the shot from the point that goes wide. That's Carney fighting for it on the end boards. And that's Hartman trying to get it back to the point. There's nothing but DeBecke there to get it. Pearson knocks him off the puck though. And now Pearson will try and restart something here. That's Carney with the puck, dumping it in. DiDimizio at the half wall. He's got a lot of Broncos in the way, and he surrenders the puck. As a 1-on-2 is brewing here. Good poke check right there from Kinney, the first-line defenseman. And an errant pass there. That was almost bad for the Buffs. And an offside right there. Being caught offside there was number 23. Why do I not have it written down? So interesting development right now. You got about 13:47 to go. And now the Broncos are in a hole. They've been trying to look for the right time to break out. But how do you kind of sit back and wait for that breakout interception when you're down? So it's going to be interesting to see if they're going to play more aggressive and maybe tank some of their energy in the process.
Absolutely.
There's the Broncos with it in their own defensive zone. They've got numbers 2-on-2. Bandoni's trying to get in. As reinforcements arrive, the Broncos can't keep the puck. And now they do have it at the point, a shot. That one stopped again by Liam O'Gwen. And a hit. Taylor is hit into the boards. Starting to get rough out here. And mystery man number 15, oh no, that's Michael Rain. Again, Patrick cannot count. Good thing he's not watching this. Patrick, you can't count. Settle in the puck now. Broncos are going to try and get it the other way. Flip pass, now it's a 2-on-2. Yet again, great stick work there. from the Buffs. The crowd loves it. As Hofteaser enters the zone, he's got the goal, the second of the night. Not his second of the night, the second goal for the Buffs, excuse me. Marcin Kevinci's pass to Rosalenko. Rosalenko, shot deflected by Hofteaser, almost gets in. Good deflection there, just a little wide. And now the Broncos take it the other way. Good communication right there from the Buffs, though, trying to get the deflection. Skipped a little bit, though, so couldn't get a clean deflection. That would have been a highlight reel, though.
Oh, certainly.
That's Hofteaser trying to fight for it. He flips it to his Buff teammate. Center pass! A shot! Saved by the goalie. And all things considered, it's been a great night for Lynn Tuck, despite the 2 goals allowed so far. Fans on a shot. Rebound! Nothing but an empty net. And we are going to get a penalty.
Looks like we have a Bronco slow to get up. Right next to Lantic.
That is Sykes. It's a heavy loss. Hofteaser is escorted by 2 different referees. They don't look to be happy with Hofteaser. Whatever he did, the ref made sure he went in the box. So we'll get a power play, and I believe now UCO has more of these opportunities. A little bit more undisciplined than last night, I will say that. About 11:39 to go here. As that pass gets to the point. Pass, what is it? There's the captain, McConaughey. Once again, his first game as captain of the Buffaloes. He is hit into the boards. No call. And now the Broncos take it the other way. And a stop. It is good, though, that we have someone that we definitively know is captain of this team. That was something last series, and I believe last night, that we just didn't have. And that's a lot different, because now we know, who that team side leader is and who's leading from among them.
Without a doubt, this will be great going forward for the Buffs. And we also look forward to the alternate captains being appointed here in the coming weeks.
And we asked Coach Jablin after one of the games, I believe it was the very first night, what he looks for in his alternates. He wants one silent leader, maybe not a big leader as the Broncos enter the zone, shoots a little wide. One silent workhorse kind of leader, maybe like a Austin Matthews kind of thing. And then he wants, a secondary kind of captain role where he wants someone that can be loud, that can be aggressive when he needs to be aggressive, emotional. So look for whoever the best goal scorer is, but then another good leader like McConaughey to be the alternates to lead besides McConaughey as that puck is flipped into neutral zone by the goalkeeper. Lantuck has to go for it again. I'm sure he needs a breather. They all need breathers. So everyone's resetting. Buffs have slowed things down. It is whispered quiet here at the rec center as now the Broncos enters the zone. A Buff loses their stick. That's Niezlanek. Gonna play some crease defense here as that pass gets to the point. That's Dubecki. Slows things down, a shot! And right in the glove. Liam O'Gwyn, maybe his best save of the night.
What a beauty.
Looked like it got deflected. A sure goal, 99 times out of 100. But O'Gwyn flashing the leather as the UCO power play winds down about 5 or so seconds. Trying to win it, that's the captain, McConaughey. These lined up against Duque. Duque wins it in a quick shot.
Another great save.
Yeah, deceivingly quick.
Just knocked off a couple seconds.
So about 5 seconds ago now in this power play for the Broncos. Won by the Broncos. At the point, that's Mondi, a little too wide. Oh no, it's not, that was a blocker save. Another quality look there from both teams.
Oh, that was a beautiful opportunity for the Broncos. Great save by O'Gwen.
Yeah, O'Gwen now 29. I forgot about the one he let by. As now here comes an opportunity. That's Brody Pearson on his own. A shot wide.
Just wide.
Brody Pearson comfortably enters the zone. Just gets a little wide there. He really wants that back. As Carney and Hartman will reset now. Star defenseman for this Buffs unit. Miscommunication, and now the Broncos have it. No shot will be attempted though, as now the Buffs and Broncos will fight for it on the half wall. Broncos lose the zone now, and a Buff and Bronco collide. Both of them are going to need repairs. That was a hard hit. And now it's the Broncos. And a bank pass, that one will get caught by Hofteaser. Good interception there. Still a 2-1 game. Has yet to be seen if my prediction was right. Will the next goal, which was that Hofteaser goal, decide the winner tonight?
We shall see.
Tie up on the boards is over. Looks like the Broncos have it. And Marcin Kevin shoots a bad bounce. He's got it. A center and pass. Can't get the backhand to go though. And now the Broncos will wheel it the other way. And possible trip in. Coach is yelling. I can hear from here. Trying to pat in the net. He can't. I can hear Coach from here expressing his frustration. He is shaking his head. You could see right there. That was Hogan that got knocked out. You know, put on the ice. But no call. He was just knocked off the puck.
For sure.
And Aiden, stop texting me and go to bed. It's now 4:30 your time.
Great stop by O'Gwen.
That's a draw won by the Buffs. Miscommunication there. No one knows where that puck is on the Buffs team. That looks like, I don't know. Number 93. That's the mystery person for tonight, whose number I do not have. But the Broncos will have it now. Desperately trying to start something. They've got time. 7.5 minutes about. But with the opportunities they've had, I think the next few shots they get, at least one of them, you know, if they can keep producing the way that they have. A quick shot in front, almost a one-timer in the slot. Just a little wide. A shot from the point now. Off of the stick of Liam O'Gwen. Aiden is still texting me. I can't repeat what he called me. Aiden, seriously, it is late.
What a bad dude.
That's Duque alongside Bergie, who was scratched last night, I believe. So nice to see him out there for tonight. As that's Hartman with the stick, with the puck rather, for the Buffs. And it looks like that one touched the bench. I believe it touched the bench player. And we get a neutral zone draw. Ozone draw. These are going to be crucial from here on out for the Broncos. How can they handle this? Buffs win the draw though, but they can't keep possession. It's going to be a tie-up behind the net. Quinney is trying to get it. He can't. The Broncos still have possession. They get the puck out. A shot right in the chest of O'Gwen. Another quality look from the Broncos. One of those has to fall. Hartman's discontent with a Bronco. He's going to be pushing him around. That's Redmond. He's been poking around. They both had to be careful about letting up a penalty this late in the game.
Oh, certainly. The crowd did not like that little scuffle to the right of Liam O'Gwen. And we're going to get a penalty here on the Broncos. It's going to be on number 11, Jeff Rabin.
Yeah, we said it. This is not the time to be letting up penalties, and both sides are going to get called for it. I don't believe this will be enforced as a 4-on-4 because it is a extracurricular penalty. But still, oh no, this will be a 4-on-4 I should have a graphic for that. I do. It is a 4-on-4 coming up. So some extracurricular activities. Plus 54, that's Alex Hartman from the Buffs. And number 11, that was Redmond, the two that were pushing each other around. They will get called to the box. We're going to have about 2 minutes of 4-on-4 action. Going to see how, more zone for the Broncos to cover. See how that affects their games. Ferguson gets a shot. Glove save. Pearson keeps it though for the Buffs. And he gets hit in the process, passing it. That's Ferguson with the puck. The captain, McConaughey, center and pass. No one's got it though. That's Hole. Wide. Another hit right there. Some, scuffles going on the board. As McConaughey's got the half wall. Pass to Pearson. Pearson rips it. No, he doesn't. Can't get enough leverage on that puck. And they'll go back towards the Buffs defensive zone. That's McConaughey. Shot that's a little wide. He's going to get his own rebound. He's still got possession of it. He's got Brody Pearson to help him out. Center and pass won't go. And now it's a 4-on-4 opportunity and a big collision there. They're going to call that. Pearson gets leveled. Gets up quickly though. You like to see that. The person that hit him almost looks like it was a reverse hit. I believe that's like in wrestling, we see something. I don't know what happened that time. I think someone touched the power cable.
Power cable. Sorry about that brief glitch, folks.
And you love to see a Blaha comes up.
Looks like the Broncos. Number 37.
That's Blaha.
That's Blaha as he makes his way to the bench.
Yeah, I don't think that was an intentional hit either. It just looks like they collided. The thing was, Blaha had a lot of momentum, and Pearson was still. So you'd expect Pearson to get rocked. Yeah. And you don't want to see injuries, especially on a short bench like this, as we have about 29 seconds to go. Broncos at the point. Shot and the rebound. Liam O'Gwynn doesn't know where it is. 33 shots on the night for the Broncos. And here comes Marcin Kevinchus. Can't keep it though. The Broncos contain him off the forecheck. And a good use of the stick right there from the Buffs. That's Marcin Kevinchus again. Gets wide and tries a shot. That's too wide. 9 seconds to go. And that is it for this 4-on-4 action. We are back to even strength. Hartman and Redmond come off and out of the box, excuse me. We were at even strength before, but 5-on-5. Taylor will be set at center ice for the Broncos. They have about 4.5 minutes to get something done. Have only gotten past Liam O'Gwynn once, and it was Blaha with a beauty of a shot off the breakaway. That's DiDomizio with a breakaway. Can't get the pass off. And I don't have the number of who was just hit right there. Other way though, that's Madison Cole with the Buffaloes. And now the Buffs regain the zone. They'll have to go back onside though, so they're just going to cycle this puck. UCO behind their own net. DiDomizio gets a piece of it, but thankfully UCO is there to recover. I'm trying to start some the other way. 3.5 minutes. Shot is wide. Can they get the equalizer and force overtime or better? And delayed penalty coming up. Looks like it'll be a buff called. Chase Jablin, the coach of the Buffs, is confused. They're going to call high sticking against number 24. That's DiDomizio. If you want to hear how appreciative the crowd is. I probably can't relay what they're saying. But DiDomizio is called for high sticking I wasn't looking at D'Amicio. He wasn't on the puck in that play. But regardless, what an opportunity coming up. 3.5 minutes of a power play. It all starts with this ozone draw. They're going to call timeout for both teams because this draw and this power play is huge. Huge for this UCO team.
Great call. Call a timeout here. Discuss what you got to do. It's just 3.5 minutes remaining, and 2 of those minutes, the Buffs will be shorthanded. We've got Jeopardy music playing here in the background.
We had a little photo op right there from our social team. Anyway, you look at Coach Dablin on the sideline, or I guess the bench. He's very calm, collected. He's smiling. You like to see that, and you don't want to let your emotions get the best of you this late on the penalty kill. So you got to slow things down. You got to be composed, because the second you don't, this UCO team will punish you. They are very good at jumping at those opportunities, and they're just 1 goal away. So one bad slip up from the Buffs, and this is going to be an even game. We are out of the timeout, though. The captain, Drew McConaughey, going to try and defend it. The Jeopardy music is still playing, as now Sykes will be lined up against Captain McConaughey. That one is won by no one. It's a tie-up. The Buffs get it, though. 3.5. They're going to clear it. About 2 minutes to go. I forgot to start the timer again. And behind the net, UCO is going to try and start something. Captain McConaughey. I'm sure that feels good here for the family and McConaughey himself as Blaha enters his own. He's got Hogan. Pass, and from the slot, a shot, rebound, another opportunity. That was wide. Hartman yet again is looking for a fight. This time against Blaha, the lone goal scorer for UCO. Hartman kind of filling the Marcin Kevinchuk role and Dougie Wood role. That's what we saw them do last year, where if someone needed to be hit, or talked to after the play, that's what Marcin Kevinchuk or Wood would do. And now you kind of see, that role being filled. Kind of by Holt too, but Hartman mostly trying to fill that role as an enforcer. Pass on the Buffs, a rebound, a one-timer opportunity, I can't speak, and a sprawl in front of the net. Puck is behind, and Liam O'Gwyn can't fall on it. He's trying to get his stick back. We're going to have a tie-up. What an opportunity for the Broncos. Can't get the one-timer to go, though. And the zone finally leaves. Good break for the Buffs there. About 55 seconds to go here.
Absolutely.
On this penalty kill.
Tremendous opportunity for the Broncos there.
Speaking of the Broncos, they've got possession behind the net. They're going to get it to the half wall and slow things down. Good job right there. That was Marcin Kevinchuk with the stick, effectively clearing it using that pass. And now another tie-up on the half wall. Banks it to the point. I recognize those rescues. That's Dubecki. Broncos keep the zone. That player is level in the process. Now Brody Pearson, 2-on-1. Tries the wraparound. He had McConaughey. He didn't pass it. And now the Broncos think they get the other way. That's Duque, rather. And now Broncos get a shot. Great save. And that, no. We have 1 second exactly. So we're going to start off this play as I have just reset the time accident. That's my fault. And boom. 1 second to go. So they're going to start with a man advantage. This is going to be crucial. Sykes needs to win this. Get a pass out to the point. And you can hear this momentum. They know how important this draw is. That's tied up though. And now here out of the box. Now going to the bench. That's D'Amicio. huge piece that they're going to defend this lead. Back in the bench, as that one's way too wide. Broncos going to have to recover. Puck's flipped up. And there's Merson Kevinchus to recover it. Big pass, though. No one knows where the puck is, though. The net is empty. About 1 minute to go with an empty net. Broncos cannot lose possession anymore as Kinney has it for the Buffs. Hogan's going all in to get that puck. Ref is almost knocked down in the process. Mondi keeps it for the Broncos. That's Sykes now. Buffs fighting for that puck. They know they can get the dagger. They can't get possession, though. Shot from the point. Can't get deflected towards the net, though. And Marcin Kevinchus gets the pass. That's Hofteaser with the puck. Broncos still have it, though. 25 seconds. And a Buff is leveled. That was like Nieslandic. As the Broncos have it at the point. Quick shot. That was intercepted. And an empty net shot. He scores! David Hofteaser. The dagger.
And that will pretty much seal it for the Buffs tonight. As you hear the crowd going wild. This is the loudest they have been pretty much all series.
It is effectively over here in Boulder, barring a 13-second double goal. And the Buffs, UCO had their number year after year, albeit a much weaker UCO team. So you got to give them, you got to understand where they're coming from. But regardless, I'm going to be off by a couple seconds in this timer, by the way. There's about 6 seconds to go.
5 seconds remaining.
And that will do it.
And the Buffs have taken it to the house. And the crowd goes wild. What a night for this Buffs team. And what a night it has been for all of Colorado sports, eh? Hey there, Nick. Not just hockey here, but for all the soccer matches we covered earlier, and our football team walking away with a huge win over CSU. And this is the final win we get for tonight.
Yeah, and first, talking about the Broncos, sorry. I first want to thank every fan that's watched tonight. We really appreciate you guys. Is that the national anthem playing?
Yeah, I'm hearing the national anthem. I don't know about you.
Okay.
You're supposed to stand. I don't. Not quite sure what's
usually
going
stand
on.
for this.
And folks, right here we get hands down the best tradition in sports. Where do you see this anywhere else except hockey? What a beautiful moment.
Yeah, good old line handshake there. But I'm really interested to see how UCO competes this year. I mean, they left it all out tonight. I have a lot of respect for this UCO team. Got swept. Nothing we expected to hear coming into this series. I want to see how they can recover, though. This is a perennial contender team. They're going to be back. We're going to see them, I believe, at least one more series here in Boulder. And you can see Sykes talking to Marcin Kevinchus. They both know both of those teams are going to go far with each other.
Oh, absolutely.
Meanwhile, for the Buffs, though, we finally have a captain named Drew McConaughey, one of the biggest stories of the night. You absolutely love to, finally have that person named. That means a lot for the team. That means a lot for the players, the fans, us, knowing that we have that person that we know is the captain that we can rely on through thick and thin. And you can see him, the second last person to leave the ice. And yeah, overall, really good night for the Buffs. Good night for the Broncos too. But Liam O'Gwyn had the better of this Buff. Jeez, out of this Broncos team. I mean, you saw the way Liam O'Gwyn was defending those shots. Nothing could get past him except for that one goal. Really good goal, albeit from Blaha. And yeah, good production all around from both teams. I am very happy to see where this Buffs team goes moving forward.
Oh, absolutely. And as you said before, Nick, it's going to be really interesting to see where this Broncos team heads for the rest of their season. I know we may not be covering them until later in the year when we play them a second time. Don't quote me on that. But it's going to be really interesting to see where they go with this team this season. They have some tremendous talent, though they may not have the depth that we have here at CU. They have the talent, and I really hope that they can go far this season, despite all their challenges they faced this year.
You and I both. Well, I think we discussed everything we used to discuss. It is 9:48. You and I have been going at it since 10 o'clock this morning, covering club sports between soccer and hockey. So I want to first thank Ryan for having our emergency camera. The one they gave us from the school didn't work, so we would not have this broadcast without Ryan Asaro. So thank you so much. I want to thank you, Kieran, for sorry,
No
I'm still
worries,
learning.
man. Hey,
I want
it's
to thank
all
you,
good.
Kieran. I want to thank Hannah, our social media person, for giving us the tent and making sure we don't die of heat stroke today. And yeah, I think, Remy also for giving us a ride to the ice rink. A lot goes into these productions.
Oh, yeah. Remy came in clutch with that lift just up the road from Kit Field to the rec center on the opposite side of campus.
Well, yeah, I think that's about it. As in one big, huge thank you to UCO and Buffs fans for being very hospitable. I believe that's the right word. Treating us very well. You know, Aiden Glockner. I don't think you know any of these guys. Aiden Glockner, Jared Miller, Alex Roberts. You don't know who those guys are, which kind of makes me sad. But they were the core that we had for covering these games. And I think when I came here as a sophomore, well, returning as a sophomore, I wanted to fill their role, hopefully, in the same respect that they did. And I think we're doing a pretty good job, you know, all things considered. I think we're doing an amazing job. I think they would agree with us. Let's see how improved that we can get over this semester.
Oh, I'm very proud to sit alongside you here, Nick, and call this game. We have big shoes to fill. I came into ScoBuff Sports. I'm a sophomore this year. This is my first year doing this. But I'm very happy that I get to sit here alongside some incredible people and call these games for you guys.
I am very tired. I'm probably going to go home and play RimWorld or college football, the video game, because I am not tired enough. So I think that'll about do it for Kieran and me, Nick. With ScoBuff Sports, you have been watching D1 hockey against UCO. Colorado sweeps 2-0. They will head in with 7 points, I believe, after 2 weeks. Well, we'll see you around in a few weeks or in a week if you're watching us for hockey. And you heard it here first.